up, brother?
Hello, hello, hello. We got 6 people on. All right, we about to get started. Hello, is my mic on?
It's on. I was gonna tell the kill the other thing.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to
Patio
Patio Talk. Hi, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We're just so happy that people keep coming back to hear more, and I'm so happy for that. Thank you.
Hey, Rito, how you doing? Brother Dillard, Mr. Omar Lindsay.
Hey,
How y'all
Omar.
doing? Man, so, look.
It's raining hard
It is
today.
raining hard in Texas. We got a 2-minute late start because of the rain,
Yeah.
but it's all right. It's quite all right. So, look at here. Today's topic. I know everybody always wonder, what are they going to talk about today? So, hopefully you guys read the title.
And please comment, or
Please
if you want to
comment.
come in on this live, that'd be great. We'll
Right.
pull you in, and we can have a talk. Hey.
What's up, Omar? Yes, please. So if you want to join the live, go right ahead. Or, just ask questions, and we're going to go from there. So today's topic, if you read the highlights on the topic, what will make you leave the relationship?
What's a deal breaker?
So what will you be like, you know what? I had enough. I'm packing my, and I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm tired of you. I can't deal with you no more. What will make you leave the relationship? For the ones that's joining, so we want to tell them what Patio Talk is about because we got a lot of new members.
Go ahead.
So Patio Talk, what we doing?
We're just helping relationships, married couples, whoever that's in a relationship that's looking for marriage. Or,
We're seeking a relationship.
yeah.
So that's what the goal of it is. And man, it's so far,
Hey.
it's been very
Hey,
successful.
Tina.
Omar said nagging.
That's it. That's the deal breaker.
That's the deal breaker. He said nagging. But I got something for you with nagging. Mayo, I understand Spanish as we had our talk the other day. Hola, senora. So, here's the
He
thing.
said lying.
Lying.
Oh, well.
Lying.
That's going to be
nagging.
all through it.
So the thing is, as we talk, you guys keep commenting, and then we'll answer accordingly. Or we'll just, if you want to join in on the live, join in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be typing and trying to respond, but we're gonna make this thing work.
Okay. And baby, make sure you look into this camera too. Yeah, that
I
camera.
forgot we got a lot of cameras going. Somebody said cheating. That's always a deal breaker, but is it?
Is it?
Uh,
Because we could go back into our grandparents and how they stayed and
Right.
how, and a lot of people say, well, we ain't them, we don't do all that. And so, hey, we got to see, is it really a deal breaker?
Right. Slim said cigarettes. This man, he hates cigarettes.
So you telling me you've been in a relationship, say, for like 15 years and your girl just starts smoking, you just out? That's it. That's all it takes. You just out.
Babe, I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and speak for Slim. For him, yes, he hates cigarettes. He cannot.
So your love is just that's it, huh?
For him, yeah, trust issues. Ooh, I'm about to sing Drake.
Trust issues. That's
So,
true,
yeah,
especially if
trust
you ain't
issues.
solved what's going on in the
Right.
first place to get those trust issues. But
Or in a previous relationship.
yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
If you ain't
carrying it
solved
over.
it, if you ain't solved it.
Right. So, I will start with what will make me leave a relationship. First of all, listen, it's going to take a lot. I mean, we've been through a lot, we've made it through a lot, and guess what?
We're still together.
So, it's going to take a lot. Wait, we got some people coming
Wait,
in. So.
but what if he cheat and continue? What to do?
Not-
Then
not-
you walk away or work it out.
So-
Well, now if a person is continuing cheating, that's something that they don't want to change.
Yeah.
So if
Right.
a person that is willing to change and really is sorry and apologize, and y'all working on it, and then he turn around and just do it again. That's just, to me, just a slap in the face. You just really wasn't trying to work on it. That's just me.
No.
But is that a deal breaker? That's the thing. I think it's up to people how much they can take.
Right, and you can't really judge that person because you're not in that relationship. So you have to, I think a lot of people be like, "Oh, girl, you stupid," or "Oh, man, you stupid. She cheated on you, man. I don't believe it." But the person before,
My eyelash.
before her, Valtricia, she said, "Not so much if you cheated, but if you are a compulsive cheater, why stay married?" I say lying.
Well, like I said, if you constantly doing it, that is the grounds to just go. But I'm saying if you cheated and we work around it now, it's gonna be heated in that household for a while.
A long, long time.
But if that person is willing to really work on it and is really working on them, and whoever that person was, they really let that person go.
Right.
Because that's the thing. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm done," and then that person's still in the sideline.
Right.
So it's really what you can take. It's a lot of things that I can take, but it's certain things I'm not dealing with. Now, certain things I would stay for, But
She said right.
she said right, yeah. But
Insecurity
is hard too.
That's hard. Slim, if you was paying attention, you would go back and watch 2 episodes. We touched on insecurity. Obviously, you wasn't paying attention. No, I'm just playing with you. So mine would be, she said I agree. Mine would be, I can deal with cheating, but what I don't think I can deal with would be to have a long relationship.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, let's say it was a one night stand, and
it's a one night stand. You saying you'd just let that ride?
yeah, I would
not let it ride.
Yeah, I would be upset. Like it's cheating, but once you marry, it's till death do us part. And I get it. Different strokes for different folks, but mine would be to carry on a relationship.
Right.
And if it went on, for months or years or whatever, that would really, really, really hurt me.
Yeah. That would hurt me too, cause that would make me think like, okay, now
Right.
you just straight down. You've been with this person for 6 months, 3 months. You really kind of like this and loving this person.
She said she can't hear us.
You can't hear us?
Yeah, wait, I can't hear. Can anybody else hear us? But yeah, that would.
Let us know if you can hear us. I said, wait, I can't hear y'all. Hold on. Okay, can y'all hear us? Oh, so she just saying?
So if you can hear me, somebody type, yes, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. Just want to make sure we get this message across clear, because there's so many different couples that need to hear on what's really going on. Okay, Mr. Dillon said I can hear y'all. Okay, I hear you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Everybody can. All right, so yeah, mine would be the length of a relationship. Like if we're married and you have a relationship that goes on and on and on while you that would probably hurt me to my core. That would be my breaking point of where I would be like, I think I better leave you alone, pack my bags, and get the hell on. So
yeah, we know cheating is cheating, but he's saying like if you put in your emotions, you really start caring for that person, and you got a wife or a husband, and then over here you falling for that person. We get that cheating is cheating, but we were saying like, okay, they slept up a one night stand with somebody, whatever. Is that something to come back for? And he's saying, he could come back from that. Yeah,
that's me though. Like that's the
everybody
thing,
got their own opinion,
right? Everybody has their different beliefs and what they believe in, or what they can even take. Some people can't take cheating. Now, I'm not saying I condone cheating. I'm not saying, hey, if you cheat on me, I'm gonna be okay. Hell no, I'm not gonna be okay. I'm gonna be hurt. But I'm saying, I think that
because people got to look at too, infidelity is all different ways. You could be at work conversating with some guy at work and just chilling and telling him your thoughts, what's going on at home. That's cheating. You could be getting somebody's phone number. That's cheating. It ain't just cheating, just sleeping with someone.
And that's what a lot of people think. Plus, it's different form of cheating. Time. Someone else taking your time away from your current relationship that you're in, that is a form of cheating, whether you want to look at it or not.
Right.
Omar said, one night stands and I'm done. Yeah,
I mean, that's to each his own. Yeah.
Right. Definitely. But what if you were in a one night stand and you was married for 15 years and you wanted her to forgive you?
Right.
So the same thing that you won't stand for, sometimes you gotta flip that thing and say, well, what if it was me and I wanted forgiveness? So, you guys are right though. Thank you, Mr. Dillon. But and that's what you gotta look at, man. You just can't say, no, I'm leaving at this, I'm leaving at that. This is something that you really gotta think about, because think about it.
Because people always say they would never do this and never, right. I ain't taking that, never. And then you look up, that never you end up doing the stuff that you said you never would do.
Definitely. Yeah,
hi everyone.
And you have to be willing.
So we're just talking about what's a deal breaker. What's a deal breaker in a relationship, especially if you've been with someone for so long. Is it just one little thing that breaks the camel back that just take you out? Because like I said, infidelity is more than just sleeping with someone.
Right.
Because someone would take that just, I ain't cheat. Because they just saying I ain't cheat, but they slept with them. They just got their phone number or whatever. Right. But that's still is form of cheating.
Right. And that's to that person too. That cheating is, like she said, different forms. Time, like you taking my time away.
Yeah.
Well, if I get married, I'm married just the way if I get married, just the way I was raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I know who to come to when I get married, you guys. most definitely. But yeah, that's the way you was raised. But think about something. I agree with you, Mr. Omar. But think about it. Some of the way we was raised wasn't always the right way. Or the way that we was raised as we got older, did we follow the same guidelines that we were raised upon?
Let me say this too. That's true. And a lot of times how our parents was married, we didn't know all their details. You don't know exactly what they went through.
Right.
You don't know exactly what they went through. They just showing you. I had a cousin and we were talking about her parents' relationship. She was like, on the outside it looks perfect and it's this and this and that. She said, I didn't know when I got married it was going to be like this, because I looked at my parents' marriage and I thought that's just how it's supposed to be. But when I got married, it's rough, it's hard. Yeah, because they're not telling you everything that they went through. They're going to show you, because you're a parent. That's just like us. We're going to show our kids, it's just been some tough time. We might talk to them when they get older and say, hey, this is what it is. And
right.
This, whatever. But I'm just saying, we don't know, like my parents are married. My father's deceased now. But I don't know the whole details of what just really went on in their relationship.
Right.
They had some good days, and there was some days that I might see them fuss at each other. My daddy wasn't really a fusser, but they would have their talks, but you really don't know.
Right.
Go ahead, babe.
So no, that's it though. It's the things that was installed in us as kids. Let's take an instance. My father. My father don't drink. He don't smoke. He's a bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Am I in line to be a bishop? Hell no. Would I like to be? Probably so. Yeah, I would definitely like to. But I didn't follow his footsteps. I went upon my own. I made my own footprints, which I'm not saying is all the way wrong. I'm not saying all the way right. What I did is I made my own impression, and what I try to do is do the best thing for my kids. Because the way I'm raising my kids, they may get older and say, hey, the way Daddy raised us was nonsense. We're going to do it this way. But nobody, to each his own. You can raise your kids or the way you was raised and go on and on. What Jonathan say? He said, sorry, Jonathan. I love all that y'all saying. I'm living testimony to infidelity in a marriage. Preach on it. Preach, brother. Preach. We was talking about this today.
That's what I'm saying. You could come in, because people make mistakes. That's what people forgetting who they are. They perfect. Really, you make mistakes and you do mess up somewhere. And cheating ain't just sleeping with somebody. Come on.
Somebody hit your deal breaker. I'm gonna let you read it too.
What?
It says, I read it. What if a person's been married for 10, 12, I'm gonna read it just like them. 10, 12 years, and come to find out he got a baby on the way by another woman. Right there is the deal breaker.
Boom! And see, and the thing with me and Juan, we talk about our deal breakers. So what we will take and what
Right.
we won't, and
So, I know.
that's one of my deal breakers. Is
Yeah.
one of the kids, because that's kind of hard, like. Now I got to deal. Not only I got to forgive you,
Right.
and I got to deal with the love child too. That's just
Why they
like
call it
always,
love child?
always, because you niggas was on the side making love. That's what it was. No, but that's kind of hard. So I do say that's my deal breaker. But the thing is, who knows when you in that situation?
On what you're gonna do.
On what you're gonna do, because you still I look at my kids, how our family is and how close we are.
Right.
What am I gonna do? Because you look as women, we look at everything to make sure we're making the right choice before we head on out. But with that baby, that's kind of rough. I've been there younger, not in marriage, when stuff like that didn't happen, and that was. I think that's why I talk about it now. That was some bull, and I don't know if I can deal with that.
Jay Lou said, "Baby, it's a rap. Done over that fat lady is singing her ass off."
Yeah, the baby thing is that just stop it.
I think a lot.
Like,
a lot of
man,
people
you
say
just raw in it. You just Then we got to be in this child life till 18, and then forever, really, because it's more than 18 years.
And I think the thing is, like, if it was just a baby, I don't know, I probably can get over just a baby, but then you have to deal with that other person.
But is that a deal breaker for you?
Right.
That's the thing. Because a lot of people always, got all this advice, but it's up to you. Is that a deal breaker?
Right.
That's why I said you got to probably be in that situation. Don't nobody want to be in the situation, but in that time, do you think? Because that's a long time. We've been married over those years, 10 and 12. So
Right.
that's a long time to
Right.
just be like, I'm out. Or is that something?
Some people would stay for it. Hell, it's been our grandparents didn't still for it.
Right.
Our grandparents, some of us, let's be real about it. Your grandparents, your granddaddy had
He was a rolling stone.
yeah, and he didn't have a family over here 2 blocks over. He had a whole nother 8 kids going on over there. So they didn't steal for it, and that goes back to when somebody said, "Well, the way I was raised." Well, if you was raised like that, then yeah, I don't know, but. It all goes back to each his own. What are you going to stand for within that relationship, or what are you not going to stand for?
And see, and to us, these are things that should be brought up in a relationship, before the marriage, before all the what's your deal breakers.
Definitely.
Because hey, and some people be like, well, you shouldn't bring that up in the atmosphere and talk. No, you want to make sure what you're working on and what your goals are.
Right.
Are we on the same?
So if they cheated with your childhood friend, will you work it out?
Oh, that's one. That's hard.
So define that though. So if they cheated, so what are you saying? Like they were kids and they got together, or we're married now and then you went and found Joe?
I'm just in a relationship, not just in. But even in a relationship, that's still hard. With that's your friend, and your mate go sleep with your friend.
Man, was crazy.
Now that one, I would kind of. We didn't even think of that one.
My boy said, "What did he put? Oh, we're gonna come back to you. My foolishness, placing my life, her life, or the lives of our children in danger repeatedly. I'm out. If the wife develops an info problem, I try to get her some help. Maybe we could responsibly swing until she gets it out of her system."
We gotta still ask her, Omar.
So Omar, yeah, that I don't know, man.
He said married now.
Married now.
So
that would it'll be hard for me.
Because if you're gonna, to me, this is my opinion.
Right.
If you're gonna let that person, your relationship go, then you gonna have to let that relationship go with the friend. Because I done seen several people go back and be friends with that person, but let the girl or the man go that they slept with, and then they back together. If that's making sense, and I'd be like, but that didn't make sense. You should have just let everybody go. You're gonna kill your relationship that you've been in for so long because your friend did this or whatever. But then you gonna take back the friend.
Right. It would be hard for me, but I think I can. I would cut the other person off, but my wife, people, you gotta understand the entity of marriage. You gotta understand the entity. Like people say, Oh, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be a road to recovery. It may be a lot of vodka bottles, it may be a lot of Jack Daniel bottles, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments. But I probably can get through that one. I probably could get through that.
So you think so?
Yeah, I probably get through that. But the friend, I probably if I'm not in prison for killing him. Yeah. And then I know it takes two to tango. I definitely know that. I get that. But I probably would. I'll probably be in prison because I probably shoot him right in his face. But that's just me. You're not me. I'm not you. So don't judge me.
What did he say?
My boy Loco. He said there's a multitude of reasons why people leave. My biggest thing is self-respect. I'm okay with trying to forgive to a certain extent, but at some point, it is what it isn't good for you, and it isn't so you can't feel it. This is time to go, bro.
Yeah. Because it's gonna show up when you start feeling it's time to go. Yeah. And that's I'm willing to forgive too, but if it's just something that I know that it's mentally taking me through, right, and I'm losing me, I'm out. My peace is everything. Your peace should be everything. But if it's taking a toll,
But see, but then what about the part of it? So let's say I forgive you for doing X, Y, and Z, and now I said I forgive you, we're gonna make it work.
Right.
So, but then it's still taken away from my peace because I'm trying to forgive you. Then what? Should I just be like, skirt, I'm gone?
Well, no, I'm saying like if we really to work on it and we really working, but I'm saying this is really like what's the word? Now it's trust issues. If you can't get over that and you can't just trust me, you got to go through all this limbo with me. Then it's like, okay, that's now you saying you forgive, but then you know it's a lot.
Right.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's a lot. Hi, Isis.
Yeah, it's like this topic right here is one that like it's gonna be talked about for a long time. We may have to come back to this topic right here.
What is a deal breaker?
What is a deal breaker for you to leave the relationship?
What if you in a relationship or marriage and you just now coming up with your deal breakers and y'all been married for 15, 20 years and then all of a sudden, okay, I got a deal breaker, let's talk about it. Right. Then what if that person didn't already broke, Well,
the thing is though, like even in a relationship, you grow and you change. Hey niece, how you doing? So you grow and you change, so I think some things change. Like something, okay, let's say we dating, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say we just dating, and my deal breaker in the beginning is I ain't taking no cheating. Right. But now we're married, and let's say we got 5 years down. Mm-hmm. I don't want to necessarily give a 5. So you know what? I'm not saying I'm gonna take the cheating, but I'll be able to deal with it.
Right.
So that people are definitely going to change. The relationship is going to change. If you're not changing the relationship, then you need to check your pulse. Something may be wrong with you. You're changing because you're growing. You're learning one another. You have kids. So all of these components
all these things play in place. Everything's taking place. And we talking from experience. We've been through a lot of things. We ain't had no kids on the outside, none of that.
Hell no.
But we talking about how we stuck it out and even work things out that we are okay and happy. So some people, if you're just not happy, you guys, and it's just not workable, and you did all the praying, all the Buddha, it's time to go. Yeah. Don't sit and be miserable. You got one life to live. Now, we here to say, work it out. We could say that, but we're not saying work it out when it's just unworkable. You just got it. Who said something?
It's Miss Darlene.
Where are you reading that from?
From the top. I got the laptop going on as well. She said, Miss Darlene said, my deal breaker is a baby, all in caps with 2 exclamation points. I gotta go. Y'all just make sure you put something on my books, fam. When I go in.
And I feel the same. That's how I feel. I ain't taking no kids on the outside. I did that when I was younger, in relationships when I was younger, not in the marriage, and how I dealt with that was some bull. And I know now when I got older and been married, I ain't taking that. That's just hard. That's just too hard. And I'll probably be in jail too for murder.
Y'all gonna be celebrating. You ain't gonna be celebrating. Edge, you hear me? Edge it was just awesome. I love. They watching it together on different phones. I love that. Edge put right after his wife, like you said, it would be hard to forgive, and the trust would have to be rebuilt. But if she was to say she loves that person she cheated with, it would be a deal breaker. That would be mine.
That's what he was saying.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Now you didn't put your whole relationship.
Right. And I got to murder you. I could deal with the lust factor, but if you're in love, that completely, definitely.
Yeah.
That's been that. See, me and Edge, I'm getting along this week. Last week was rough for us, but we're getting along this week.
Right.
Yeah, that would definitely be mine. Like I don't condone it. I'm not saying, oh yeah, go do it. No, I'm not saying
we know it
that.
hurt and it tear up homes.
But I'm saying,
but we know that some stuff is workable. If we still together,
shit happens.
You can do it.
It does. It happens. So you got to be willing to.
And it ain't one sided. We done done stuff to each other.
Right. But we
still together.
That's my dog.
That's my nigga.
But yeah, that's that man. That's. But see, the thing too, people don't. The topics that we talk about, people don't really want to talk about it. You know,
they sugarcoat it. Yeah, they want to hide it.
I don't really have any deal breakers. I'm in love with you. Look,
we don't
man,
have like we used to teach a class. Seriously, you guys, we used to teach a marriage class for real.
Right. Still do.
And people used to come to the class sometimes and don't be real. And we putting out all our truth and all our stuff out there because we want y'all to share too for it to be workable. Right. But it'd be some people we didn't have. They'd be like, oh no, not us. We would never. And then you look up. Now you going through all these things. Remember you sitting up there, we would never. Y'all make mistakes, we human.
Right.
And then you acting like y'all don't got no dirt. Now there's some people that just really got this beautiful sunshine marriage, and that's great. And I'm not knocking that, but I'm talking about the people that have been through some stuff. Right. And they want to save it. Or if they want to go and they trying to figure it out. That's who we talking to.
Right.
The folks that just never, I done heard people, we never had an argument, never in our life.
Man, listen, the people the people saying they never had an argument. I'm sorry, go to hell.
I just want to meet y'all. I just want to see what planet y'all on. I really want to know because it's always, the sun and the flowers is always shining over there. Come on now, we human. We go to work and it's never beautiful on some days. Come on. Our kids get on our nerves. Right. Come on.
Y'all matching. He said we matching.
Oh, well, mine is red. Yours kind
of red and pink. Thank you Ed, for your observation, Mr. Ryder. But yeah, you always have argument. Like we had argument. I think what? What did you tell me a few minutes ago?
What?
I said something about my tone. So like, you gonna get beat up if you don't watch your tone.
I said you better check yourself when you get wrecked. That's what you need to do.
It was my tone though. It's just something she and then you know what? To go back to somebody put nagging earlier.
Oh, Mr. Omar.
Yeah, it was Omar put nagging. So in my head I said, man, she nagging me. But when you break down the situation, she wasn't nagging. It's something that I need to take care of, my life insurance policy or whatever. Yeah. She wanted to make sure I sign the papers and get it off in case something happened in the next 20 minutes or hour.
That's me. Because I just like to have all our stuff just taken care of. So he just had to just sign and dot one more thing and then it was taken care of. We want to make sure we good and that our kids don't have to come out their pockets burying us. And then on top of that, we do a GoFundMe. And we love to do a GoFundMe when we could have just got some insurance, you guys. Right. Some of them only $9.99 or $5. Please get some life insurance on you and your mate or your kids.
But you'll go pay $6.99 for that iPhone.
You'll go pay $6.99 for your cigarettes. You'll go get your beer and your drink. So why not go get you some life? We should have made a commercial. Why not go get you some life insurance, you guys? Because the nigga gonna cheat on you. You want to shoot him up. You got some life insurance. Your kids is good. If you sitting in jail, your kids got some life insurance.
You just did a whole 10-minute commercial. Like we're gonna cut the cost of insurance people, but Edge put a relationship without an argument is too delusional. People and somebody's gonna end up
stabbed. Thank you, Tina.
Oh, no cap. You guys are great. What you say? Y'all really encourage me. Definitely. That's. Hey, listen. That's all we want to do. Encourage you because the thing is some people out there I know we get a lot of people to say, "Well, I'm not married. Can I join?" You damn right you can. Join, hit that like button or join in, because the thing is, people are looking for a relationship, but people are looking at like, if I'm going to a relationship, what am I looking for?
Like you can get some little key pointers,
right.
You know.
That's what I want to say. But you just read my mind
and see what works for you, what don't work for you.
Right.
So that's how it is, you know. Instead of giving it, you know, some people give you the wrong advice, girl. Like I had one person ask me, I remember, because we had a club party after the wedding, and someone came up to me that I knew, and she said, she looking at me in my wedding dress, and she said, "Why you get married?" And I'm like, why wouldn't I? He loves me and I love him. Right. She told me, "I would never get married." And guess what? I see her on her Facebook. She's still single. Her wigs is nappy. I mean that's cool. You never want to get married, but the thing is, wow, you see me in my wedding dress and you come up to me like that's a problem, like that's the end of the world type stuff. But that's the stuff that you should be looking for. Don't you want to build with someone? And so it's okay. You know you your boss. You know how they be like boss chick. That's fine. But I enjoy that too. But I like family. And I like building with someone because it's better than one hand building. You got somebody else to help too. And we building for something. This is not just for play. I'm looking to have something for my children, have some things. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have my children have some things just like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yes, they rich as hell, but they looking out for their kids in the future. So that's what we're trying to do. And I'm trying to build with that. You know, trying to look what the world is. Look what it is. What's right is wrong and what's wrong is right now. I listen to my kids' conversations. Their conversations is off the wall. And thank God that we in their life because we got to check some of this boo-boo. So I'm glad to have someone on my side that can help.
It's a lot being a single parent probably trying to do. I couldn't be no single parent. No.
And I'm thank God I was a single parent. And then my husband came along and came in my children's life. I think Kaya was 3. So we have a blended family, and then we have children of our own together.
Right.
Okay, let's see. What
it says always pay close attention to red flags in a relationship. I think the flags gonna be there. You definitely
new flags come up in dating, and we just be like, oh, let's move that. That's blocking my view.
Right. I'm in
let's
love.
move this flag out the way, and it's saying caution. Move that out the way. What were you saying?
Red light. J. Lou commented to you when you said the girl wigs is messed up. That's because there's something wrong with her, not just the wigs.
Oh yeah, it is. I just couldn't believe that. And she was just really like, why? Like, tell me, why are you doing this?
I think personally, that people don't want to see other people do good in some cases. So it's a form of hating. But
y'all share, you guys.
Yeah, share, like,
what's
subscribe.
that Milwaukee?
The whole Milwaukee.
Whole Milwaukee. Y'all share the whole Texas, whatever. Share this. Get us out there, you guys.
Definitely. But yeah, people don't want to see you do good. Even in your relationship, man, there's people secretly hating on you. You know, the people that's in this group, I love them because even when I go to work, they be like, "Yo, I think this week alone I done had like 8-9 people stop me like, yo, 7 o'clock Tuesday?" And I'm like, yeah.
We was in Walmart. Remember someone seen us in Walmart?
That was the first week.
And they was like, we seen you on Facebook. And we was so geeked about that. Like, I'm like, should I get my pen?